Hi everyone, this is Moshe Zusman with a video I made for Shutter Magazine about the article about black and white photography. So in this little video I'd like to talk to you about other aspects of black and white photography. One of them will be the marketing of it. This is my website, and as you can see, as soon as you go into my website, you're not going to see it from the home page because it's not the primary of what I do, and I don't want to waste a valuable home link for it or distract people. But as soon as you go in and look around and inquire, you'll see that there is a black and white section on it. And I created these sessions that really show people what black and white photography can be used for, how much more focus it is, and emphasis on the personality, on people's passion, on what they like to do for a living, or just stuff that makes them laugh. I have a lot of clients that I photograph specifically just black and whites for them, like this group of DJs and stuff like that. So I created this, and believe it or not, it books at least 2 sessions a week, and I also have a special pricing for it. What's beautiful about it is that I actually work a little less hard, I want to say, and make more money off any other regular headshot session or business headshot session. I charge about $600 to begin with these and give a certain number of photos. The lighting, as I discussed in the article, is very, very simple. For the most part, I'll use one light primarily, maybe another rim light or reflector, but the focus is always going to be on high contrast and making sure that details are emphasized. And so people can see this, and if they want to book it, they'll go to the information page and they'll see what it entails and what they get for it. And I believe it is right here. So they get digital files and 20 files, and 5 of them are being retouched. The retouching is very simple, very minimal that I do for black and white images. And as far as converting images to black and white, I personally like to use Alien Skin Exposure X2. So I'm going to show you the same photos that are on my website. Believe it or not, you're going to laugh. These are all raw files converted to black and white from Lightroom presets or other things, but I have not retouched any of them, any single image that you've seen on the website. I'll go with one of my favorites is my friend Daryl. He's a DJ, has a DJ company, so he once walked in and I just did a test shot for a client that was going to sit after him, and boom, got a beautiful shot of him. But I'm going to reset right now to the original exposure and original color that it was shot in. What I like to do before I do anything is simply apply a preset to kind of offset the camera, the lens, and I do this and that, and that's it. Now Lightroom knows which lens I used and just adds a little more of adjustments to compensate for certain things. All you have to do then is basically drag the image to Alien Skin. I'm going to switch the view here so it'll be easier to drag it. There you go. And then there it is. It's an Alien Skin and it's showing in color. And all you have to do is go to the black and white presets. They have a ton of them. They're pretty amazing. I don't like to do the low contrast. I either go with film or vintage. And what's cool about Exposure X2 from Alien Skin is that you literally see the preset affecting the image the second you hover over it. Unlike other things that you click and apply and let it process and render, and then you get to see what it does and change your mind. So I'm not going to go into the whole process of how to use the software, but I can tell you that it has a ton of features for those who like to kind of play more manually with post-production. You can then adjust exposure, and you can add grain. Something that really black and white photography really loves is grain. And with today's cameras, you don't really get a lot of grain. You have to add it manually because they're so clean, the sensors. So in the grain tab, you can choose anything from the grain strength to the amount in the shadows, in the midtones, and probably in the highlights, absolutely. So if you want the skin here to show more grain, you're going to have to boost the grain in the highlights. But I don't like to apply it to skin as much as I like to do it with maybe hair and the darker parts of the photo. And there you go. I will typically add a little more contrast to the image and then compensate by reducing exposure because I don't like blown out skin. And there you go. So that's one example of it. I'm going to show you another one that I really like. And let's take Neil, another one of the DJs. Again, I'm going to reset the image just to revert all the changes that I did in Lightroom, add the profile adjustments from Lightroom, and then drag that raw file right into Alien Skin Exposure. And again, you're going to see all the black and white film presets available here. And let's see, they also have Polaroid. Gives you a little more tonality, a little more color tone into it. Not my thing. I don't do really infrared. So again, I'm going to stick to what I know and what I like best, and that's going to be one of these. And I'm going to reduce the contrast, the exposure, boost up the contrast, just small adjustments, and add grain. Grain always adds a lot to the images. And there you go. You have beautiful images, and you can use it again for marketing. A lot of people ask, why do I need a black and white photo? I'm not talking about the people that just want because the company asked for a black and white photo on their old-fashioned website. There are people that appreciate black and white photography and just can't get it anymore because most photographers try to stick to basic black and white conversion or just shooting film, color. So these are what the black and white images are great for. And when you see on the website, when people go there and they call me or they book a session, we always ask them, what exactly did you like about these images that made you want to have a black and white? If they simply just need one black and white image for their website, that's not the right session for them. But if they want to tell a story, a body of work, that's perfect. I'm going to try to show you another example, and that one is actually on a blog post from my old website. I did a headshot session for one of my clients, but she's a ballerina, so we did the entire session in black and white. And there you go. You can just Google my name, add the word yoga, and you'll see it's the first result, and you can see a lot of samples of what we did with this. I hope this helps and inspires you to experiment with black and white photography and try to create that old film look, because I think people appreciate it and love it. I hope you learned something from this video and enjoyed it. Take care until next time.